Hi, I'm Jason from FlySky, and today I'm going to talk about the FS-iT4S Mixes function. As you can see, my battery is getting a bit low, but I should have enough for this. We'll go into the Mixes function. The first page I'm going to see is asking me what mix I want to select. In this case, I'm just going to select mix 1, and I'm going to turn the function on. Now, what a mix is going to do is it's going to take a master channel. In this case, it's set to steering, and it's going to affect the slave channel, which in this case is channel 3. Now, for this video, I'm actually going to do a demonstration that might be useful for some people, it might not be useful for other people. Some people might think it's not exactly the best way to do it, but what I want to do here is I want to create a mix that whenever I turn my steering, it's going to reduce my throttle. So in my slave channel, I'm going to go into my slave channel and select throttle. On my low side mix right now, if I turn this all the way up, you can see here the throttle. It's going to actually remove 100% on the low side. And notice here, it does nothing on the high side. It is actually doing something on the high side, but when my throttle is up at full, nothing's going to happen here because the throttle's already at full throttle. However, when I go into the low side, it takes away 100%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this down to 30%. I think that might not be enough if I was actually doing this, but we'll see what happens. So now, as I move my steering from 0 to 100 on the low side, it's going to take away 30% of the throttle. Now, whenever I go to the high side mix, just turning this down to 30 is not going to work. So whenever I go here and pull the throttle up, when I go to the high side, notice it's not doing anything. It's still adding. So what I need to do is I need to remove 30% from the high side. So I'm going negative 30%. So now when my throttle's full and I turn to the high side, it's going to remove 30%. And when I turn to the low side, it's going to remove 30% as well. Just to note though, although for some models it might not be too much of an issue, if you're sitting still and I was to turn the throttle, depending on how your car is set up, it might reverse. And finally, we have the offset function. And the offset function just changes the center position for the slave channel, in this case, throttle. Now, to reset one part of each part of the function, if I'm inside the lowest level of menu, which is here, if I select this, it's just going to reset that. If I reset here, it's going to reset all of mix 1, and if I reset here, it's going to reset all 4 mixes at the same time.